So Louis, P3 in the Council Regions net here at Donington, but still you're ahead of your championship rival Will McIntyre. I believe you took the championship lead today, so it's a good day.
Yeah, this morning was quite good, although qualifying was really hindered by red flags and I didn't really actually get to put a lap together. We were still somehow P2, so this morning was good, and in the first race we were able to win, and then coming into the second race here this weekend, the one that was cancelled from SNET, we were starting P2, so I knew it was a good place. The start was quite strong, and then tried to go on the outside in the first corner, and then kind of boxed in so I had to slot back in, and then I got stuck between two high techs, and I think they were probably working together, so I kind of got boxed in a little bit and dropped back to fourth. But no, the pace was really strong. We were a lot quicker, like a lot quicker than the cars ahead of us. So even with how bad the dirty air is and how bad it is for racing, we were still able to get back to second. And we were a lot quicker than the leader. And we probably could have gone into the lead, but he was defending quite hard, so it wasn't really worth risking a crash. But unfortunately, we picked up a 5-second penalty for track limit. So yeah, I was quite surprised because I never saw a warning for it, so maybe I missed it or something. But we'll have to speak to the team and have a look at it. But anyways, a P3 is still a good result.
You were very dominant earlier in the year at Donington. Do you feel you lost a bit of speed earlier in the year, or high tech gaining a bit of ground with Will McIntyre throughout the year?
I think we started off really strong. And then after like round 2 or maybe round 3, I think we maybe lost a little bit of pace. I think High Tech have been doing a really good job, and obviously Will's doing a good job. So they were really quick in the middle there. But since the summer break and since like all the engine equalisation and we've been really fast. We've had I think 3 or 4 wins since then. So it's been a good like second half to the year. I just hope that it can continue like this until the last race.
And what do you make of the championship battle, which you fighting Will McIntyre? What's it like under that pressure where it's a bit different to last year where you weren't in the championship battle?
Obviously last year I didn't compete in the full championship, so I think we were never going to be like in the hunt for the win. We still finished P4, so it was still a good, almost P3, but so it was still a good year. But then obviously coming back this year, I'm old enough to do the whole championship now, so I knew from last year we had good speed, and we had like obviously the team are really good, so I knew we were going to be strong. So then yeah, we've I think this year's definitely lived up to expectations. Obviously we're leading now, so which is cool, and we've led most of the year as well. But it's obviously tough. High Tech and Will, like you said, are doing a really good job. So it's close, but no, I think when we have speed like we did today, it's really cool.
And was there just some championship management in today's race and just not attacking Dion when you didn't have to with also Will behind you?
Obviously with Will behind me, I knew I didn't need to win. Obviously I was still trying to, but he was defending me quite aggressively, so it wasn't really an opportunity to pass really. Maybe I could have gone really late on the brakes, but like I was never really like in a position where I could probably make a move. Like I got to the outside of him a couple of times, but it's quite hard to make something work when you're there. So no, we obviously the championship was in the back of my mind because I've made a few mistakes this year when I've been trying to go for wins when maybe I don't need to. So I've learned from those mistakes, and I just bagged the points today when I needed to.
And you made a great move on, I believe, Canata Lit and Melbourne Hairpin. What was that move like, and were you thinking about it, how to line him up in it with the previous few laps?
Yeah, definitely. The previous few laps, I'd been behind him for a few laps, so I knew where he was strong and where he was weak. And the first like 2/3 of the lap I was really strong, so I kind of set it up a few laps earlier. I got a really good run through the chicane, and I knew from the previous laps that actually compared to everyone I was really strong on the brakes into turn 11. So I got a good run through the chicane, and then he went defensive because he saw me coming, but I saw there was still a car width on the inside, so I kind of like I was on the left and I really went hard to the right. I locked up, but I got the move done, and obviously he was still next to me, so I had to defend from him after that, but I was able to get it done, and it was quite a satisfying move, to be honest.
And what made you so strong on the brakes into the Melbourne Hairpin? Is it just that up and the brake bias, or is it just confidence on the brake pedal?
I think the main thing is just confidence. I've always been quite confident on the brakes, and like I said, like from the laps previous, I could tell I was really strong on the brakes into there. So I knew that if I was going to make a move, it kind of had to be there. So I lined it up, and I went full commitment for it.
And what are you expecting tomorrow, Quads, with the 2 races and the reverse grid as well?
Yeah, reverse grid tomorrow will be interesting, starting from the back row. But I think obviously we're starting P2 in the last race, so I think it's another really good place to start from. Also, Will's not in the top 10 because of his qualifying, so yeah, it's another good opportunity to bank a lot of points. I'll be going for the win, but if I can settle for a podium, I'll be happy.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well done again, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.